Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank y'all everybody for staying with us as we got through our great show tonight with our special guest DJ Renee Melendez joining us all the way from Jersey City, New Jersey, here live in studio for the very first time. So I want to thank her for being here at this time of the show. We always like to go around the room, get everybody's rants and closings and final words. And as our special guest, I'm going to give my sister DJ Renee Melendez an opportunity to speak first. So whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart, please go ahead and indulge yourself.
Oh, my rant. I think you could probably relate. Everybody can relate. So I was in the laundromat earlier actually last week. And I was washing clothes, and these folks were in there with their kids, and the kids are running around, and they're pushing the carts all over the place, and one kid was having a tantrum and rolling all over the floor and in the way, and the parents are just stepping over them. Every place is not meant for children, and sometimes you should leave your kids at home, places like the laundromat or some restaurants. If I'm paying $75 for a meal, I don't want to hear no kids crying. And that's a hot topic with a lot of people because they get offended, Oh, how dare you say I shouldn't bring my kids here. But if fine dining establishments where your dinner is more than $50, $60, no, you shouldn't. I shouldn't have to listen to your kid cry. I leave my kids at home. They big. I'm not taking them nowhere with me. So people need to just be mindful of their children. Train your children up right.
I think those people get offended when you try to check their kid, but
just leave them in the car.
Oh no, I said
with
something.
With the windows up.
In the summer.
Just off them real quick.
In the summertime.
No, I said something to a lady though, cause her, she had a baby. I think her baby might have been 10, 11 months old. And the poor child sitting there crying for attention. They just walking all around her. I said, well, damn. When are you going to pacify her and stop her from crying? Why in hell should the rest of us have to listen to this? And she looked at me like I was crazy. I said, what?
She
say something.
Strong lungs.
So, yeah, say something. What you got to say? You going to tell me I'm wrong?
She going to say, mind your business.
Now, that's why she looked at you because she knew that you were right. It hit her. That's all right. You should have just said, yes, bitch.
No. She looked and realized, I might want to just keep my mouth shut.
Exactly.
That's what she did.
Exactly. So, that's
the
been a topic of discussion.
The head had something to say, but the brain was like, yo, check this.
Yeah, that's been a topic of discussion for me on Facebook and stuff. And, I just don't feel it's fair to the rest of us.
I can dig it.
That reminds me of the man who slapped the baby on the airline because the baby was crying.
Yeah, his ass went to jail for that, though. You don't get to smack my kid.
Well, I'm not,
That's
you
different.
don't put your hands on nobody's kid, but I'm going to address you as a parent. If your child is crying, he or she needs something. They're wet, they're hungry, they may want to be comforted, they may want to be consoled and picked up. Maybe they need a hug.
I know a long time ago, my daughter was young. I had my nephew with me, and we went to Red Lobster. This was when Red Lobster was popular, And I took the kids, and this lady said something to my nephew, and my nephew looked at me and was like, she said something or whatever. I turned around and said, excuse me, you got something to say to him? Because you should have been talking to me. Next word you say to him that's not addressed to me, my fist won't be addressed to him. It'll be addressed to you. You don't speak to my kids. You don't discipline my kids or none of that. You got a problem with what the deal is? That's for me.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
So that's my rant.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. It's time for the First Lady of Legacy and Net Radio comedian Neslis P to go ahead and share with us whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart. Let's hear it. What you got?
I'm scared. See, there you go. Why I gotta have some hood stuff?
I'm sorry. I'll be your background.
You could have did something like you was clapping
I'm gonna do your
spoons
background.
or
Go
something.
ahead.
Okay.
Do your background. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, no, man, don't do that, yo. Don't do it. First of all, I'd just like to thank Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J for always having me as a guest. Well, not always, only when they want to use me, when they don't have anybody else here. But hey, I can dig it. If I'm being used as long as I'm here, I'm fine. But no, thank you as always, Marcus J and SY, for welcoming me on the Monday night show. Of course, you can hear myself and Jay Grizzy every Wednesday on the Green Room version 2.0, 7 to 9 p.m. We do not go over 9 p.m. We try not to anyway, but yeah, check us out.
Do.
Sometimes. But check us out. We appreciate it. DJ Renee Melendez, girl, I'm so excited to finally get to meet you. I'm getting tired of clapping baby powder to myself and rubbing it on myself and not knowing why. You know, I'm like, all right, the person through the tunes has got me sipping baby powder, rubbing myself with oil and oats for the goats to lick off. You know, so I'm so excited that I got to put all the excellent music with the face. So thank you for what you do. You being a female DJ, doing what these men claim that women can't do. Shut them down all the time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. So y'all need to make sure y'all listen every Saturday here to DJ Renee Melendez. Man, if you don't, it's just your loss. We'll just brag about it later.
Look, all you need is a house and some liquor.
And some baby powder with some oil and oats. That's all you need. But for real quick before I go, we already know not only here in RVA, but man, worldwide, it's been too many killings as always, and especially too many of our African American young men. I know y'all probably ever talked about Mike Brown, who was killed by the St. Louis police, but it's not just Mike Brown, it's also in your city. So therefore, a lot of these things that's going on and the kids having the attitudes and being the way that they are, it's because of us. It's our fault. If we're not leading by example, what are they looking at? Don't forget, these are younger kids than us. Every time you look in the news, they usually no older than 26 who are really getting murdered. Older people might get shot in the leg or whatever, but it's these young babies who don't get to live life like they should. Just like also like Mike Brown, just hearing his mom say, you know, do you know how hard it was for me to get him through high school, and now just to have him supposed to start college classes today. He gets gunned down. So again, you know, and then the stories about that he pushed the officer and all this stuff. So of course these stories and these allegations are going to come out. Parents, hug your babies, talk to your kids, be there. You don't have to be in a club every weekend if your kid is 10 through 14. You need to be there, pay attention, look at the signs. Hey, you may need to get counseling too. You may need some sort of help. But whatever you do, love your babies, talk to them, let them know what's right and what's wrong. And just let them know you love them. Anybody, just touch a kid, grab a child. Well, no, don't do that these days because you'll go to jail. But for real, we're a community. We got to love each other like a community. We got to raise our community right the way we want to, because, again, if we don't show respect amongst ourselves, then nobody else is going to respect us. And as we see, that's on a daily basis. So, again, thank you. Marcus J. Ain't No Half Steppin', SY, Legacy Internet Radio. Yeah.
You got it. Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. Thank you, Listen P. We appreciate it and appreciate you being here. As we continue around the room, it's time for my co-host to grab the microphone and tell us why she feels so
happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is.
I think you're a Beyonce fan on for you.
Oh, did you?
Go ahead. Go ahead. So do you have the Beyonce dance?
I'm a grown woman.
Take that scarf off.
I'm happy. I can do whatever I want.
Marcus J has officially lost the show.
Hey.
I lose it sometimes.
I can do
It's okay.
Okay, that's enough.
That's cool.
Anyway.
Because I
I'm
got
used
a
to
cute
losing the
face
show.
and a booty so flat. Oh, girl.
They don't listen to me.
Oh, my.
That's okay, though.
That is her, y'all, okay?
I'm used to not being
Not
listened
me.
to. Yeah.
But anyway,
I like
y'all
it.
know the drill.
This is happy.
It was Monday.
It's happy time.
It was Monday. And y'all know how it is for me on Monday. And my narrator in the background over there. So it was quite a long day. Didn't feel like getting up out of my chair. I really didn't even want to work today. And I'm feeling like that a lot lately. But, you know, somebody said, no, you got to pay to live here. So, you know, I just went on ahead to work. But
excuse me, I have to interrupt this rant. And yes, my mic is still on. I hope so, because then I'll be talking to myself. But
let me just talk to herself.
Let me know, because I
dare
just
you. Let me see
need.
you do
I
it.
just
Just
no,
for fun.
no,
Come on, let me let her talk
because
to
I
herself.
don't need
Just
for
for a
you
quick
all to
second.
be misled out there in the
Come on.
legacy internet radio
Come on,
world.
girl.
Let me just put out there that SY works from home. Okay, I'm done.
She's right.
I know she said that to say something.
She didn't have to say nothing. I'm
But
thinking
what
the
she
same
was saying,
thing.
I didn't get.
I
Her
get it.
lips were moving,
Work from home.
but it wasn't nothing coming out.
You
So
work
you didn't have to get out
Just
of bed. You could have worked
because
from
you
bed.
work from home does not mean you don't get tired. The plus is you don't get up early. I don't have to wash until mid 12 in the afternoon if I don't want to.
TMI.
I'm giving you the plus.
TMI.
No, now I'm gonna look at the clock at like 11:45 and be like, that's why I did not wash yet. That's
Okay.
that's in my head now.
No, that's why I don't take her shower until it's freaking lunchtime.
So when I come back next year, I can just ask you, did you shower today?
If it's
Well,
before
I mean-
noon, no. Renee, you
So
already know the
basically,
answer.
if we do a 10 o'clock in the morning show,
She
hold
gonna
on, wait a
come get
minute,
funky.
because we do as Dirk Diggler alluded to earlier, we do have a photo shoot on Saturday.
that's not a work day, man.
Oh, okay. Whew, thank you.
Y'all don't listen.
I'm just
Some
making
things
sure.
become habit, though.
Yeah.
Hit her. You know what? What's that? What? Who's this? Oh, New Jersey's called.
New Jersey is strong ahead.
Yo, she has been poisoned.
Yeah,
By my host.
she ain't been
and
poisoned?
the first lady.
She ain't been poisoned.
But mostly by the host. 'cause
No,
the host started it.
no. I've known him since we were very small.
Yeah, man.
So this is
That's that northern thing.
this
yo.
is
you
long
get it too.
time.
No,
I
she
wasn't
don't. She from
poisoned.
Pennsylvania.
You don't count.
That's West.
Oh,
That's
no.
Amish country.
You can't
I
put
count.
NJ on the back of your seat.
I
and she
count.
from West Pennsylvania, not West Philly,
I
but
count.
West Pennsylvania.
What's
I
West
count.
Pennsylvania?
Like out there by
It's where people speak
Pittsburgh.
English.
Pittsburgh.
It's like you can't even put NJ behind
Do
your
you make
city.
preserves and put them in mason jars?
No, but I'm learning. Y'all ain't funny.
You bake pies and biscuits.
You know what? You stick to the music. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting it today, y'all. They digging in.
We picked.
And I don't get no help. Where is Michelle and Joy? Y'all not helping
Nah,
me.
they ain't helping you out. They ain't helping you out.
But anyway, you know, it was a normal today. I didn't feel like, doing anything. I didn't feel like getting in the car. I didn't feel like getting here. But as soon as I walked through the door, and I don't want to say it again, but, I'll just put a little bit of it out there. I saw a face that I ain't seen before, and I was all happy. I was like, wow! I ain't gonna say it was DJ Renee Melendez. I ain't gonna say that.
I appreciate the love. I'm not saying
what love?
I'm not
What
saying
love?
I got a lot of love
No,
while
you-
I was here.
No. We're just being polite when we have guests.
Next year I'm coming back with a scarf just like that.
Oh, now she home. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
But it is good.
You know-
Pick one up
it
from
was
the
a
swap
fun
meet.
show. It was I'm gonna get her. It was a fun show.
Michelle is saying that she's here for you. By the way, she got your back.
Michelle, thank you, because I'm feeling kind of.
Michelle, send me a
abused
scarf.
right now. Michelle, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. But
I'll send you a CD. You send me a
I wa-
scarf.
Yeah, I'll send you the scarf.
you could just record her when she playing. Don't even do it. But I want to remind y'all, it's gonna be 1 year, and I'm gonna be so excited. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I'm telling y'all now. I'm gonna say sorry. Excuse me. I'm just excited. I'm gonna be having fun, but I got the questions ready, y'all, for the Family Feud. Legacy Internet Radio. We gonna have fun on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. We're gonna play Family Feud.
That's next week.
Yeah.
So I got to call in for this.
You can call in for
I'll
it.
make sure it's on my schedule.
And you know what?
What you got?
I'm gonna be a combination of Steve Harvey and Richard Dawson.
Oh,
Just don't
Lord.
kiss me, man.
I thought you said Steven Sykes.
Okay, let's.
You're not
let's
wearing a toupee, are you?
Yeah, like Richard Dawson used to do. Don't be
Steve
just-
Harvey had one too, though, but that was before his
Really?
Family Feud days. Yeah, when he was on that show, the
Don't
Steve
kid-
Harvey show, he had a
Oh, when he
that,
was the
that afro,
music teacher. That
yeah,
fade.
that afro, that was a toupee. That was lined to perfection.
Always.
But we gonna have fun. So y'all listen.
Word.
It's just gonna be, the Legacy Internet Radio way. We gonna have fun. Laughs. We're not gonna ignore our normal show, but we just gonna have fun. So stay tuned and just get ready.
I'm going to
Just get
FaceTime you
ready.
next week.
Do that.
You got it.
Okay, cool. Do that.
I'll
Yep.
FaceTime you.
All right.
Do that.
Make sure I got my scarf on.
Yo, don't
She
FaceTime me
been
now.
They've been picking on you
Don't
the whole
FaceTime me
night.
now. Nah, I don't even want to talk. Nah.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what we come up with.
Marcus, thank you.
Thank
I've
me.
had so much fun the last year.
Oh yeah, well, definitely you've brought a lot to the.
You didn't thank me.
Is that thing still working?
Yo, I let that slide a
mic
lot of
is still
times.
working?
But okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna put it down now. I'm done. Like now. Before. Okay. I'm done.
Put it down. It's too
Okay.
close to your mouth. Put it down.
Oh,
Ooh, there.
Yeah,
Fiending.
Ain't no hashtag with Marcus. I've officially lost the show, but it happens from time to time. It's okay. All right, so it's time for me to get into my thank yous, and then I'm going to wrap the show and get us out of here. Thank you to my brother K-Dub for joining us in the first segment. Thank you to Mr. LP, Steven Sykes, for being here. Jay Grizzy was here. Dirk Diggler called in. Michelle K has been listening to us as well. And our sister Jackie in Philly was listening to us as well. Special thank yous go to the First Lady comedian Alyssa P, as well as the DJ of Legacy Internet Radio, DJ Renee Melendez, joining us all the way live from Jersey City, New Jersey, as we go through the list of shows every single week. Of course, Ain't No Hashtag with Marcus J. The show that you're listening to is heard live every single Monday from 7 to 9:30, and live in radio every Tuesday from 7 to 9. Wednesdays, you got the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Alyssa P. All Throttle Radio airs every Thursday from 7 to 9. Friday nights, we're airing replay versions of our various talk shows all through the evening. Saturday afternoons from 12 to 2, you've got the P Show. Did They Just Play That? The music only show. Right after that, going up until about 5 p.m. We've got the Throwback from 5 to 7. And, of course, you heard her here tonight in studio, Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez from 7 to 9. Every single Saturday after that show from 9 until. We're continuing music, and we're starting off with a Bob Marley and the Family reggae mix. Is usually going through most of the night, so we appreciate those folks that have been listening to that show, and it's because of you guys that we continue to grow right here at Legacy Internet Radio. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and wrap up and get into my rant and into my closing as I typically do at this stage of the show. Tonight's show is going to be dedicated to all of the black men that have been killed by the police. And we talked a lot about police brutality tonight. We talked a lot about how this type of thing doesn't happen in other demographics. Before we're told by somebody outside that we're overreacting, I'd like to challenge those detractors to look at their own demographics and just give me 2-3 names off the top of your head of men or women or children that are killed or beaten by police in large numbers. So tonight's rant is going to be dedicated to some folks who I want to shout out. Michael Brown, unarmed and murdered by the police in Ferguson, Missouri, August of 2014. Eric Garner, murdered by the NYPD in July of 2013. Kimani Gray, murdered by the NYPD in March of 2013. Kendrick McCabe, murdered by the Pasadena police in March of 2013. Timothy Russell, Cleveland, December 2012. Irvin Jefferson, Atlanta, March 2012. Amadou Diallo, New York City, February 1999. Patrick Dorismond, NYPD, March of 2000. Osamane Zongo, NYPD, May of 2013. Timothy Stansbury, NYPD, January 2004. Sean Bell, NYPD, November 2006. Orlando Barlow, Las Vegas, February 2003. Aaron Campbell, Portland, Oregon, 2005. Victor Steen, Pensacola, Florida, 2009. Stephen Washington, LAPD, 2010. Alonzo Ashley, NYPD, 2011. Wendell Allen, New Orleans, March 2012. Ronald Madison and James Brissett together, New Orleans, August 2005. Travaris McGill, Sanford, Florida, 2005. Romarley Graham, NYPD, February 2012. And Oscar Grant, Oakland, January 2009. For more information on these individual stories and the alleged crimes of the victims and the subsequent punishment or lack thereof of their killers, search the web for the names of the victims, and you decide for yourself if those killings were justified. That's the Murr, Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we in here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. Also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, y'all. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. And you know how Steppin with Marcus J. We will be back right here next week celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our sister, S.Y. Butler. Be back next week. Peace.